Okay, is anybody here? Hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
We're gonna give it just a second for anyone that's in here to. Layla's barking. I don't want to wait too long because. Okay, hi. Okay, honey, you might need to get on there and be ready to moderate. Oh, that got really dark.
That's the point. We want to have a good show.
Hi, guys. Nikki.
Hello.
Hi. How has everybody's Labor Day been? Ours has been super relaxing. Hey, Pam, Catherine. Hey, guys. I'm just going to give it another second for a few more people to jump on, and we're going to get started. Are you going to take care of that, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tracy. Hey, Tracy. Christy. Hey, Christy. Caitlin, Sierra. Okay, guys, welcome to our live stream. I've got my best friend here from Texas. This is
guys.
Jennifer. I'm sure you guys know her. Caitlin, Savannah, Terry. Hey, guys. Hey, Julie, Dawn, Faith. Hey, everybody. How has everybody's day been? Hey, Heather, Coupon Gal. Hey, guys. So we had some questions. I think that's what we're going to start out with is on my Instagram post about the live stream. We had a few questions. So I thought we would start with those. And then if you guys have any other questions, we can answer those too. So David has the questions ready.
First question, ladies. How long have you two known each other?
2010. So 8 years.
8 years.
A little over 8 years.
We got a job at the church Jennifer has been to for how many years?
17
years. So we got a job. David got a job as a pastor there in 2010, and then that's how we met. Okay, is it very rainy in Chicago? You work today? Oh, I'm sorry you had to work today.
Next question.
Yes.
Okay. What is your go-to recipe or go-to snack?
That's a good question, but it's a hard question.
Do the recipe first.
Oh, that might be even harder. Go-to recipe. For me, it's always going to be like tacos or soft tacos, hard tacos, like tostadas. That's probably my go-to. Taco salad. Like it's so versatile and fast.
Jen?
Mine's along the same lines. Probably our quickest, usually go-to meal is chalupas, which for those who may not know, it's like an open-faced taco, basically. Tostadas is another way to refer to them.
Yeah, those are good.
Snack.
Go-to snack.
I always go for when I'm like, if I could choose any snack and it's not about calories and all that, mine would be like chips and salsa.
Yeah.
Chips of any kind. Yeah. Healthy
That's
snack. I like snacking on fruit, veggies, like cheese, string cheese, nuts.
I like veggies with ranch dip.
Ooh, that's good. I like veggies with hummus too. I
Like the Hidden Valley ranch dip.
Mm-hmm.
That you make with sour cream, super easy.
That's always so much better than like the bottle anyway. That's so good. Okay. Rainy day in Georgia. It was rainy where you are?
I wonder where.
Where are you, Savannah? Because it's been really
sunny
sunny and nice here. I mean, it was a little
I think Savannah
cloudy.
may be in Savannah.
Are you in Savannah? I'm sorry, Kylie, that you're in the hospital. I will definitely be praying for you.
Yes.
I'm sorry about that. Ireland. It's 1:30 a.m. in Ireland, and you're still up watching us.
It's already
hey, Jacqueline.
That's commitment.
Yeah, we'll definitely be keeping you in prayers, Kylie. I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, are we ready for the next question?
Staying on the meal
Tropical
train.
storm.
What is your ideal favorite meal to cook and why? So not your go-to, but your favorite meal.
My favorite meals are like in the fall, like when it starts getting like really cool outside, and I can make like soups like chili, or like I'll do a chicken pot pie. And there's something about it being like really cold outside and then like having something warm and comforting. I always feel like really in the mood to cook when it's that time of year. That's probably like my favorite time to cook.
I have a homemade lasagna that I like to make that I hardly ever make because I don't have time.
It's really involved.
But that would be one of my favorite recipes to make.
Yum, that sounds good. Okay. Try to make sure I can keep up with y'all's comments. Beautiful all weekend here in Virginia. You've been cooped up sick. That stinks. I'm so glad you guys are here. Okay, next.
Okay.
Hi, Mom.
Ah, Jennifer's mom's on. Yes, you can call.
No, not sure how. I don't remember how to tell
If she can text you the question, then we'll
you
answer.
can text me, Mom.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's so
She said
cute.
hello.
You ready?
That's so cute. Yeah, we're ready.
Jess, we already know your favorite kind of food is Mexican. So, Jen, what is yours?
My favorite type of food. Honestly, I would probably have to say Mexican too, just because most of my favorite snacks or go-to foods are Mexican. And I mean, we did go there twice.
Yeah, we've been there. We've been. She came from San Antonio, and we've taken her to Mexican twice, y'all. Yeah, we like Mexican food around here. I mean, it's all good. Like, you can't. I just love it. Okay.
No, not goulash, Mom. So my mom sent goulash. There's a funny story in that. I have never liked goulash, and when she was pregnant with me, the night she went into labor with me, she had a goulash, and let's just say it didn't stay down. I told her it's because I was done with it.
I don't really like goulash either. I don't really have had it really recently, but
Yes, I've never liked it.
oh my gosh, yeah. Allison says she's headed back to work tomorrow. I teach children who are blind and autistic.
Aww.
Oh, that's such a calling. Like, that's awesome, Allison. And Nate is so excited to go. I asked him if we was putting him to bed. And I said, "Are you ready to go to school?" And he said, "Yes." Lisa, you love Mexican food too. Who doesn't love Mexican food? Like, I haven't met anyone who's like, "Oh no, I don't like Mexican food. It's all good." Okay.
Believe it or not, Pastor Donald doesn't like it.
He doesn't like Mexican food?
It's not
I've never heard him say that.
It's not in his top 5.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We've been there with him before.
Yeah, just not his
David
favorite.
saying that our pastor doesn't like Mexican food.
Not his favorite.
That's not his favorite. Okay. All right, next question. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments and we'll try to get to them. Thank you so much.
Okay. Next question. Tell us one fabulous thing going on in your lives right now. Don't answer all at once.
I was going to say, we sound really sad here.
No.
We're just trying to think.
I would say for me, we've had a huge blessing this year in my family. Both my husband and I got a new position at my job. He got a new job. And so we've really been blessed with that. And our 14-year-old made the volleyball team, which was a huge thing. She started high school this year. So
Jennifer has 4 girls, y'all. She's a busy mom, a working mom. She does it all.
Traveling mom.
Yes, she's been traveling all over the place. She's always traveling. That's crazy. Something fabulous going on in my life. All this YouTube, I feel like
10,000
subscribers, and then having the time when both of my kids are in school now for the first time, all day, Monday through Friday. So I have all this extra time to do YouTube and stuff. Is that better?
Yeah.
And it's been really nice to concentrate a little bit more, and it's a nice outlet for me. So definitely that. Plus, just Nate's doing really well in school for the most part. Lucy's doing really well. It's just a really good season right now, I'd say. Okay, there was some more. Dream job before you had kids. Actually, my whole life, all I ever wanted to be was a mom. That was my dream job, was to be a mom. And when I was high school age, I realized I'm going to have to choose another job just in case I need a career as well. And so I went to school to be a nurse, but my actual dream job's always been to be a mom. And we sacrifice and and I'm so blessed to be able to be a stay-at-home mom. And it's my dream job, even though it's not always so glamorous. It's definitely my dream.
Right below that.
Oh, Nate's birthday is May 25th. And he just turned 6. Nikki, are you saying that's your dream job too?
I think so.
Okay. I started. My eyes are getting tired. This year too. I don't think I would like it, but I joined FBLA and we go to competitions and travel. Awesome. Have I ever considered being vegan? Now, I will say,
You could be a vegetarian.
I could be a vegetarian. I am
could
not.
be vegan.
I couldn't be a
think I
vegan.
could.
I couldn't be a vegan. I could be a vegetarian. I'm not crazy about meat. I eat not so much meat actually, but cheese and like dairy. Like I don't think I could be a vegan. What was the other?
How do you keep Nate motivated to eat?
I feel like with Nate, patience. Like I have found with him, the more I make a big deal out of food and like push it, he pushes back. And so I just make it like not a big thing. Like, here's your food. And sometimes like we were just this week, y'all, he doesn't eat like the only fruit he eats is strawberries. But I had a big bowl of apples and he just walked by yesterday and took a bit not yesterday, a few days ago. And he just took a big bite. Like he does stuff like that, but it's more like on his terms. So I say the biggest thing that I do is I try to just be really patient, offer him different foods, but don't like make it a huge like deal, like where I'm making him eat it. Okay.
Question I have over here is, what's your least favorite household chore to do and why?
Laundry.
Laundry. Yeah. Well, see, she has more kids and stuff than me.
Well,
too.
it's not the washing and drying. It's the folding.
The putting away. The putting away is the absolute worst. I'm terrible at that. David will tell you. Like, I fold the clothes and I put them in the laundry basket and then they sit there for a long time until I finally put them away or we run out of clothes.
Ours get washed and dried, put in the laundry basket, and put them in our room.
Yeah. My worst, I don't like doing the dishes, but I'm like a dishes Nazi. Like, I don't like them, so I'm constantly doing them. So when the dishes get out of control, it stresses me out. So dishes or bathroom, I would say. The kids having, I really don't know what the question was. What careers do you see the kids having when they get older, based on their personalities?
Jen, that's a question for you.
Yeah, my kids are too little.
I don't know. My younger two are 7 and 10. I really don't know for them. My oldest is about to be 17. Then I have a 14-year-old. My 17-year-old is talking about being a nurse. She wanted to be a teacher at one point. So, we'll see. My 14-year-old, I don't know. Something. She's so very
bubbly
outgoing.
And outgoing, yeah.
And very athletic. So I don't know, but something that. Not a desk job.
Yeah. Lucy says she wants to be, when I ask her like for school and stuff, she says, I want to be a fairy. So, I mean, I honestly have no idea because she says fairy.
She'd be a snack fairy.
She does say scientist sometimes. So I don't even think she knows what a scientist is, and Nate, I have no idea. He's so smart. There's no telling.
What's the most challenging and rewarding parts about being a mom that has a kid with special needs?
The most challenging for me is not comparing him to other kids. That was the hardest part for me to get around, was not comparing him to other kids his age, because he always is going to fall short when I compare him to other kids. But celebrating the things he can do is the most rewarding. Like seeing him struggle with a task and then finally master it is the absolute best, which I think is for every parent. But like with Lucy, a lot of the tasks come so natural. And so I don't even really notice, but with him, to see the struggle and then see him succeed in something is really, really rewarding. Okay.
For both of you, what's your favorite way to relax?
Mine is a bubble bath. That's my favorite. I wish I had a bigger tub.
Honestly, mine, Saturday morning, sleeping in is just not a reality for me. And not because the kids get up. Like, my kids will all sleep in. It's just my clock that wakes me up. My internal clock.
Yes.
So Saturday mornings, I'm usually up an hour to 2 before the rest of the family gets up. And it's, I have that cup of coffee and sit on the couch and watch a show or watch a movie or something. And that's my way to relax.
That's a good one. Okay. Is there any more?
No more questions at the moment.
Okay. Did you do all the ones from Instagram?
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone else have any other questions for us since we're sitting here? Thank you so much, Rosie. I think that really is so sweet, and I'm definitely praying for you. Did your downstairs neighbors move? Jen can attest they did not move. They are here.
They like to use the house as a drum.
Yeah.
Like you can feel it
Yeah.
in the floor.
Yeah,
That's how hard.
they're here, and they're still a problem. I will say,
God bless them.
I don't know if her times have changed that she's here, but it is a lot less than it was. I mean, there's still like they pretty much bang on our floor every single day, but it is shortened, and I try my best just to not let it bother me. Like if they're upset, like I do the best I can with Nate, but at the end of the day, he's a 6-year-old little boy. He's gonna be loud. He's gonna jump, and I just try to like, but it is really loud when they bang, and it's really frustrating, and no, they do not move.
Good question. When you're at the movies, what's your go-to movie snack?
Popcorn.
Me too. Popcorn and butter. And we've been
With butter.
We've been so many movies together, and we both get popcorn.
Yes.
And it's the best.
I could just have that.
Because that's really the only time I eat popcorn. I mean, I have popcorn here, but I don't really ever think to make it, and it's so much better at the movies. Like you have to get it. Okay.
That one.
Yes. She said, is it hard to keep Nate and Lucy still at church when you go? That's actually a really good question. Yes, it is. Thankfully, our church has amazing people and amazing childcare and classes and stuff. But there are times where we're there early before church and everything, and their classes aren't started yet and stuff. And it is very challenging, especially for Nate, because he likes to run around. Like we were at sound check, and he just was like running all over the church. But everybody knows them, and everybody's so awesome. I don't feel like I have to be all over them all the time, and they do okay.
Your favorite restaurant? Let's go fast food, then sit down.
Fast food. That's hard. I mean, I was going to say Chick-fil-A overall favorite fast food. Sit down. That's hard because I don't know that I have a very favorite.
Cheesecake Factory?
Cheesecake Factory. I also really like P.F. Chang's a lot. But I have lots of favorites. I really do. I don't know if I could just narrow it down to one.
Papa Do's is good.
Papa Do's.
That's a new one I've discovered.
Papa Do's is good. That is
Thanks
really
to my coworkers.
That one is really good. I like that one too.
So both of you, when you're making your kids' lunches, what's your favorite thing to make them?
So my kids pretty much just always want sandwiches.
That's good.
My younger two usually want peanut butter and jelly. My oldest one always wants a turkey and cheese sandwich. My 14-year-old is very finicky and sometimes does not want to eat lunch. So
she's at that age.
Yes, she eats plenty, but
yeah,
I force her to take something though because she's very active, as I said.
Yeah. I don't really have a favorite thing. My favorite is just actually making them something and then seeing them eat it, because there's nothing worse than spending all the time making the lunch and then it comes home and nothing was touched. Yeah. So anything that I can find, especially something that I feel like is healthier than like some junk food, and like when last week for the first time, Nate ate yogurt at school, which seems like not a big deal, but it was a huge deal for him. So that's always fun.
You just wait. And when Lucy's old enough, she's going to trade all of her food for everybody else's food. And it's going to come home empty. Okay, both of you, your favorite season and why? Oh. I think we've answered this in the past, actually.
Yeah, fall and then like the very start of winter.
Yeah, me too. Like the whole holiday season.
I guess if I had to pick one overall, I would probably say fall.
Yeah, because you still have the anticipation of Christmas coming. But then once Christmas is here, it's like it's all
and
done.
Christmas is literally right after the start of winter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I kind of get sad after Christmas is over.
Yes.
Because I love the whole fall season.
It's the downhill slope.
Watch the vlog tomorrow and that'll make sense. It's the downhill slope.
Inside joke.
Oh, here's a great one for you guys. Give us advice on how to stay good friends, even though you have so much distance between you.
I say using technology, using text, using FaceTime, YouTube. She's able to see a lot of my life because she watches my YouTube videos, and we text and Facebook message. And, I feel like when you're really good friends, the distance is hard, but when you see each other again, it's like you pick up right where you left off,
Like we last saw each other in June of last year.
Yeah.
And I mean, when we saw each other this time, it didn't feel like it had been over a year.
Yeah. That's how you know we get
That's why I'm thankful that we do this, is because Jen's been on 20 plus videos with us. So we get to keep talking and plan things with her.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Go ahead and open up the can of worms here. Before you were both moms, how many kids did you want to have?
I always said
I wanted
said
3.
I always said 3 or 4. But that changed after I actually had them.
So you went lower and I went higher.
That's right. Yeah. Well, because of Nate's special needs, and then I had a very difficult pregnancy with Lucy, which her birth story should be. I filmed it like a week ago, and I just haven't had time to edit it. But you guys will hear about that. But I had a very difficult pregnancy with her, and so I don't know. I felt like, you know what? I'm not saying for sure, and I'm sure this is a question that we get asked a lot. Are you done having kids? I'm not saying we're done. Like, who knows? But more and more, like 2 is looking like pretty good. So,
well, we were done at 3. Just saying. I have a question for my mom.
Okay.
One of your parents has a golden doodle. How old, and any idea where they got him?
That's David's mom and dad. They have a golden doodle. He is actually the same age as Nate. He was born on Nate's birthday. And so he is 6. They got him from a lady, I believe. I wish Janine was on here.
Yeah, it's local to her.
A lady that's local to her that actually gave it to them because, like, she breeds them and stuff because they're supposed to be really good with autistic people, like we're special needs. And Kevin, David's brother, he is a brother that has autism as well. And so they were thinking it would be really good for Kevin. But Bo is beautiful. If y'all have seen pictures of him, he is beautiful and he has so much energy. He's huge. But yeah, his name is Bo and he's 6 years old.
They're looking for one.
Okay.
That's why she's asking.
This is a good question to all 3 of us. What's your favorite church or praise and worship song?
Like
currently that you use
like. It doesn't have to be current. That's just like
now.
Like
define current.
Yeah, like now, like right now. What's your favorite?
What right now? What are you singing a lot?
What is that new one that I just
Won't Stop Now by Elevation? Yeah.
Won't Stop Now is one that I really, really like, but I haven't listened to it a ton. It's just a newer one that I've been liking.
Yeah.
That one, by Elevation.
For me, that one, and I know y'all can't see me. I'm over here. That one for me, because we practiced it on Thursday with the band, and so we're working on it. And also, it's a little bit older. But Holy Ground by Passion. I really love that song. We've been doing it with the youth a couple of weeks, and now we're going to be doing it with the adults here soon. That's a really powerful song. So, Jen?
I love Revelation song.
That's
I know
such a
it's
classic.
Not new,
I know.
But
That's
it's
just
one
a
of my favorite songs.
I'm trying to think if there was any more. I don't know. I like so many.
So we did do it again on Sunday. That's.
I really like Do It Again, too.
It's a great song.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I love that song. Okay, next question. Favorite way to surprise your spouse and keep that spark alive? I have done the donut. You know how much I love you. What does that mean?
Do you know how much I love you?
Donut, you know. Is it like when you give them a donut and you say, donut? No.
Yeah, okay. I see it now. Okay.
My eyes are like getting tired. I'm like, I can't even read these. The spark alive. I just feel like you need to make time for each other, but it doesn't have to be like, let's go out and let's go spend money on a romantic dinner and a babysitter and all that. Like, sometimes we just like make time to like, I'll cook dinner or we'll get takeout and we'll just sit down and watch a show together, or we'll sit down and talk about something, or we'll do a video for you guys, like that kind of stuff where we're like, it doesn't have to be all like fancy, just spending the time together, which sometimes is really challenging as our lives are busy, Yeah,
I would say the same thing. It's just making time, even if it's not. Like for us, it's crazy because we have younger ones, we have teenagers, we're coming, we're going. My job requires me to travel a lot during the week. So just finding time to make time for each other somehow.
And like not seeing each other always as like mommy and daddy, like you're always like, working with the kids and doing stuff with the kids. And it's nice to be able to just like connect with each other and not be about like the kids,
right. Yeah. My mom wants to know if we're going to do more singing.
Yes. I mean, we've had more requests for it, so we definitely need to do more singing. We'll definitely try to get
one in for sure.
Yes, for sure. We'll have to make that happen.
Next question. Somebody says, Jessica, your lunch videos are my favorite videos, to be honest.
Thank you so much.
Have a lot of people saying stuff like that.
Thank you so much. The lunch videos are a huge passion of mine because I see so many moms feeling like they're failing if they're not doing these fancy lunches. Like, you're not failing. Like, you're feeding your kids. And I would just like to encourage every single one of you out there. Like, don't feel like you're a failure if you can't do organic and you can't do like all these fancy like shapes of carrots and stuff. Like, just
life lunches.
Yeah, just do what you can. And if what you can is to pay for them to buy lunch at school, like that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Just do the best you can, and like taking away like the guilt moms put on themselves for like not being able to do more. Like I just hate that. You all are doing a great job. Being a mom is hard. Like no matter how you're doing it, working mom, stay-at-home mom, single mom, any of it, it's all hard. So if we could all support each other, we could all support each other and stop like all the mommy wars. Yeah. So that I love my lunch videos. I love showing y'all just like, my lunches aren't perfect by any means, but.
Favorite thing to do with each child for your one-on-one time?
Oh man.
Jen, why don't you start because you got 2 more.
I got a thing on this.
Start with the oldest. Start with the oldest. Go Brianna first.
Well, my oldest 2 would be Brianna would be, I guess, going shopping or even just going to Chick-fil-A to have dinner or something like that. Katie, which is my 14-year-old, she loves Starbucks. She shares our passion.
Yes.
Might be mom's fault.
Yes.
But Katie would probably be going to Starbucks or shopping, although that's not really fun for mom.
Spurs game? Is she the athlete? Love to go to sports
I don't really, she's not really into that. She's more like she likes to play sports.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Lexi would be, really just anything girl
Cubs.
time. Well, yeah, if I could take her to the Cubs game, that would be awesome.
Every week, yeah.
Since we don't live
Lexi
there.
loves the Cubs.
Yeah.
But I would say with her, again, just taking her somewhere by ourselves, whether it's go get our nails done, go eat, and Gabby, go to Peter Piper, which if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Gabby's 7.
Yeah.
Taking her to the store to go pick out a toy.
Yes, like it doesn't have to be.
Anything simple like that.
Yeah, I would say Nate would be the library. I'll take him there sometimes, or just to like go have lunch at Chick-fil-A or do something like that. There's that one-on-one time. Lucy loves to go shopping with me. Like she doesn't care if we're just buying groceries. That girl loves to shop. So we go a lot of times, like maybe a couple of times a month. I'll take her with me when I'm doing a big shopping trip.
And they both love to just play.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course, the time we have here playing and stuff, for sure.
Jess, this one's for me and you. Are y'all planning to cruise again? And if so, where? We're going on November 11th.
Oh my gosh, if I could do it this year, I would. Yes, we are planning on cruising again. I feel like for the money that you pay, you get the most bang for your buck. I just love the whole experience. I love that they take care of everything. Food is included. Your accommodations are included. The traveling and all of it's included. And so we're thinking about maybe doing one next year for our 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And
that'd be awesome.
I'm not sure where. We'll probably do another one like pretty local, like in Mobile or somewhere.
We're going on our first one next year.
Awesome,
next
Jen.
June.
Awesome.
It's the Eastern Caribbean.
Out of
so exciting.
Galveston?
No, we're leaving out of Florida. It's
Oh, wow.
The Harmony of the Seas.
Oh, yeah, it's one of the new ones.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful show.
It's Harmony of the Seas.
She's going to have so much fun. Oh my gosh. I'm
excited.
Cruises. I love cruises. You should vlog some of it. Like people love to see that.
Please do. Lexi said, Jen, don't go home.
I know. We're going to miss her. But I know her kids and her husband misses her too.
Yeah.
So.
From Savannah, what's your favorite thing to eat on Thanksgiving? Jessica hates Thanksgiving food.
I was going to say nothing for her.
I like the pies.
Ooh.
I like the mashed potatoes and I like the rolls. And that's about it. Mac and cheese. I don't know. I don't like Thanksgiving.
Squash casserole.
Ugh.
No, don't do that. I'm not a huge squash fan. My mom will chime in on this one because she's the one that got me started on it. It is awesome. It is awesome. Let me just say that.
Your mom makes a squash casserole like that.
Yeah.
That Ray loves.
If my mom gives me permission, I might give Jessica the recipe and she can pass it along.
Yes,
it's
I'll
really good. And I only make it for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
Would you ever do a meet and greet? Please come see me in New York.
That would be fun. I'm not sure. Like I've only actually
You pay for the plane tickets.
I know. If you want us to
Who's paying for the
come,
plane
exactly.
We have a talent fee.
How can I hate things? I know, Katie. Katie's my girl too. I know. I don't know. I just like growing up. This is it. I hated meat, and my mom and dad, or my mom, she would make me eat the turkey, and it just completely grossed me out. Like
is it because it was dark meat?
The whole seeing the carcass. I just hated it. And she would make me eat it, and it just like turned me off on all of it. So I'm like trying, like eat a few.
This is a running trend, guys. If there's any evidence in the food that it used to be a living creature, she doesn't like it.
I don't like thinking about like
that it used to be an animal.
Yeah, and so when I see like the bones and I don't know.
That's why she can't eat steak or ribs or chicken on the bone.
I don't like red meat very much, and so I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just do not. I don't like it. So
hi from Guam.
Hi,
Guam. Hi from Guam. That is awesome.
I have to say, somebody asked me what is squash casserole. It's a casserole made with squash. It has like squash and cheese, and it's not healthy.
No, it's not like it's just squash that's all healthy. Yeah, like butter.
Really yeah, it's completely unhealthy. But
awesome. Enza asks, "I love your lunch videos, Jess. Are you going to keep doing more of what you're eating?"
Yes, I try to. You guys, my lunches are like super boring. Like I'll do like a salad most days. Or just like something like I don't even do like a full on lunch for myself. So I try to film when I'm eating, but they're not very exciting.
Mm-hmm. Next question is, let's see. Oh, your favorite stores to shop in?
Savannah said she gets me. She says I don't really like Thanksgiving food.
Mm-hmm. Favorite stores to gosh.
Oh, do you have all day?
Ulta, Bath and Body Works. Mm-hmm. I like JCPenney recently.
Cato.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
Yeah, we can be like shopping anywhere. Like we can always find something, right?
A store.
Yeah. Anything.
All right. All three of us in unison. What's your favorite holiday? 1, 2, 3.
Christmas. Hey, Lexi says she'll pay. We will be there.
Oh, I will be there in a heartbeat. I will be there in a heartbeat.
She says you hate having turkey that way. Having it what way? Like seeing it on the bone? Is that what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to.
Kim, I'm over here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to see if I can. Get
I'm off screen. I'm moderating and answering questions.
Because we're doing this on the computer for the live stream, it won't fit all of us in where we can actually read the comments.
If we ever do more than 2 again, we'll have a better setup.
Would I ever raise chickens? Mm-mm. I don't like birds.
Jessica hates birds.
I don't like
multiple levels.
She's and like, no. I don't like the whole thought of having to I guess
I couldn't
kill them.
No,
I don't know. I could never do it, and they freak me out.
Jessica, funny question. Did you guys watch April the giraffe when you were pregnant? We were glued to the live stream watching her.
I wasn't pregnant during April the giraffe, but I
wasn't pregnant.
Are you talking while she was pregnant?
Oh,
okay.
I think
I was gonna
so.
say I was not pregnant during that, but yes, that was fascinating. That was fascinating,
crazy.
And she's pregnant again, right? I think I heard that she's pregnant again. I mean, I don't know how long it takes before.
It's a long.
Yeah, so we'll be waiting a while.
Were any of your 6 kids NICU babies?
Mine weren't.
Yes.
She had.
My 10-year-old, and sorry, this is still hard for me, but she was full term, healthy pregnancy, but she had something that she had a very scary experience a few hours after birth, in which they had to call it the rapid response team. It's like a precursor to a code blue. And they discovered she had something called a lactobezor. And I'm pretty sure all of you are going to go, what in the world is that? It's basically a buildup of protein in their stomach. And the best way to describe it is like a hairball in a cat. But hers was pretty large. It was 25% of her stomach. So it causes them to reflux pretty bad. So it was causing her, because she was refluxing so bad, it was causing breathing issues and her oxygen was dropping really low. So she ended up in the NICU for a week. And I have to say that was like the longest week of my life. We have family in town, but they all, were working. And so we had our other kids at home. So my husband had to stay home with them while I was constantly up at the hospital. And, I give kudos to you moms that have NICU babies for weeks and months. I know it's hard. I only did it for a week, and that was the hardest week. And honestly, getting in that car, turning around, seeing that car seat and driving away was the hardest thing ever.
Yeah.
So my heart goes out to any
I can't even imagine. When Lucy was born, they had to take her because she was having a little bit of trouble breathing, just for precaution. Mm-hmm. And she was only down there for like a couple hours, and then I got her back.
And I was with her the whole time.
Yeah, and David got to go down there with her. But
Courtney, I kudos to you.
Yeah,
That had to
89
be very
days.
difficult.
89 days. Oh.
That had to be very, very difficult.
But thank goodness for those NICUs
Yes,
because these babies are
absolutely.
living that normally
Absolutely.
wouldn't be. That's amazing.
Absolutely.
Rosie Reality says your lunches are not boring. I love that they're down to earth.
Thank you.
Christina says just cut the meat off the bone and just eat it like deli meat.
So you just want like the boneless, skinless chicken breast. You don't want the the chicken leg.
No, I don't like the dark meat and I don't like the on the bone. But even like the texture, y'all, I don't know. I'm super weird about meat. That's why I'm saying I could totally be a vegetarian because I'm super weird about like the feeling of meat, like if it's chewy at all.
You could not go the rest of your life without a hamburger. You could not. I know
if
you
I
couldn't.
had to.
No, you could
No,
not.
I really like hamburgers and I like chicken. Okay, that's really
Never get a chicken sandwich again the rest of your life.
Chick-fil-A.
Let's say you could not.
Yeah.
By the way,
yeah.
funny story. We have a girl in our youth group that watched one of those.
She could be watching.
Yeah, Chloe, if you're watching, I'm making fun of you. But she said that after watching one of those documentaries on how hamburgers are made and how hot dogs are made, she can never.
She
eat
decided
again.
to be vegetarian.
But then after one day, she said, "Well, except for Chick-fil-A
Yeah.
chicken."
Oh, except for that.
I'll make that exception.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
Rosie Reality said, Jess, thanks so much for mixing your faith with healthy eating and with fun taste test videos.
Oh, thanks.
Thank
That's
you.
sweet.
Let's see.
How do you get your curls looking so good, Jen?
Okay, it's this really long process where I get up, I get in the shower to wet my hair because there's no spraying this hair. And then I take mousse and I flip it over and put mousse in and then put it on the outside. That's literally it.
Like, I'm so jealous. Do you know how when I go through to get my hair to have curls and they just fall out?
And yet I wish my hair looked like this.
why do we do that? Like,
Yes.
why do we always want
we
the
want
other
another
person?
person.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yep.
Just to try something new.
Yes.
I know.
Y'all already answered this, but for all the new people, tell us again, how long have you been friends and where did y'all first meet?
8 years.
8 years, met at church.
We moved.
We weren't real close probably until
No.
about
year
year
or two in.
I'll go 18 months.
Yeah.
Probably about the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. I mean, by the time we.
I think when I was starting to see if Jen wanted to sing, that we kind of had to get to know her to see if it would work out.
I don't know.
But in the
I
But in the process
We
of
had
that,
to.
it wasn't. But in the process, the age was close. We naturally clicked.
Yeah, we
It was-
naturally clicked.
Yeah, it was an easy.
I always wanted to
Well,
get
all I
to
mean
know.
is that was the open door to it.
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
I
kind
mean,
of-
just a
yeah.
small background though. I always wanted to get to know Jessica better. In fact, I remember coming up to you after you
I
guys
remember
came back
that.
from
Yeah,
visiting
I remember that.
and gave her a hug. And I said, if you ever need to talk, I think.
Yeah, that was
talk
right
about that
after our
story.
miscarriage. Yeah.
But what held me back is, long story short, we had several different creative arts music pastors in the previous years prior to that. And most of them were there like 1 to 2 years.
Yeah,
and so in my mind, it was, well, how long are they going to be here?
Yeah.
And I'm not the type that has a large amount of friends, but I
Yeah.
have very close friends. And so I didn't want to get close to her
Yeah.
and then have them leave.
Yeah. I would
Even though
say
they
though,
left me
towards
later.
the time, I know. I mean, we're still not there, but we stayed a while.
Right. They were
Um,
there for quite a while.
Yeah, I would
Six
say by the
years.
time I was like pregnant with Nate, we started becoming
Mhm.
friends and all that. Yeah.
And she had, so Lexi was like a year and a
I
half.
had
when they
Lexi
moved
as
there.
soon as
Yeah.
we moved there. I had Lexi,
Yes.
which is her third,
I got
in
pregnant with
the
my last shortly
nursery.
after.
And she was like she was glued to me when she was in the nursery. She was so sweet.
And she's
So,
10 now.
I got to know Lexi before anyone
Yes.
else, for sure.
Mhm.
She was so little.
And
Jess,
she left too.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yes.
question for you, Jess. When do you think you'll be able to move out of that small apartment? Will you stay in Georgia forever? And do you ever think you'll pastor a different church?
We are going to move out of the apartment when we have enough money to buy a house and everything works out in God's timing. Who knows? I think it'll probably be another year or two of us living here. This apartment is actually a huge blessing though, because it's literally like seriously right down the road from the kids' school, and they have the most amazing school. I don't know if we'll be in Georgia forever. We really like Georgia. It's very close to Alabama, where we're from, and I just like Georgia. I think it's a good town.
And I love our pastors.
We love our pastors. We love our church. Who knows if we'll pastor one day? It's up to God, but I definitely could see that for David, especially. He would be awesome in the future. Hopefully, the more distant future than now, because that terrifies me. But do you want to add anything to that?
No, you did great. Would you ever consider doing a video all about Nate? He is so adorable, interests me so much because I have a huge heart for special needs kids.
I'm actually going to be filming a lot more autism videos because I've had so much requests for that. I'm going to do a video about Nate's autism story, like how we got him diagnosed and like the signs and like about Nate. And I definitely want to do like more stuff about Nate because I know you guys know Lucy probably a lot better because she's able to communicate on camera so well.
And she loves to be on camera.
She's an absolute ham. Nate, you just see him like run like by because he's in his own thing. He's doing his own thing.
That's why we call him the Flash because he always just runs in and out of camera.
Nate is an awesome, like he is such a cool kid. So I definitely want to do more videos on autism because I know it's kind of hard to find stuff like that because I've looked like, parents with similar kind of things if you're going through something like that.
Marina says, I'm following your Bible study and I love it. Thank you for sharing your heart and your thoughts.
Thank you so much.
Christina says, I use Moose Tube. My hair never looks that good.
Aw.
Let's see. Could you eat tofu on a daily basis?
No, I'm not. No, this is the thing. Like I say, I could be a vegetarian. I don't really like a lot of the meat substitutes. Like I would just eat more like beans and veggies and stuff like that. Like I don't know that I could. I don't know. I'm not huge on tofu.
Yeah. Jen Kim asks, how many kids do you have again?
4 girls.
4 girls.
What are their ages?
They are 7, 10, 14, and my oldest is 16, but about to turn 17. I want to jump back really quick. Courtney asks, did your NICU baby have any mental problems and or anything? I did want to address that one. So not exactly. She does have ADHD now, and, we're having to work a little bit with her in school, but I don't necessarily know that had anything to do with her entrance into the world. Like I said, she wasn't early. She was 38 weeks. There were no complications with the pregnancy. So
yeah,
I think it's a little different when you have a premature baby.
Right.
She wasn't premature.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Jess, Courtney Daniels asked, what is autism? Can you explain it and how does it change your everyday life?
Do you want to address that?
I can try.
Because he has way more experience with that than me.
Autism is a lot of you probably heard it's called the spectrum. So basically it goes from a highly functioning autism such as like Asperger's.
That you may not even realize they have it.
Yeah, people that don't even really have it, all the way down to severe autism, which is people that they're so mentally handicapped and disabled that they can't even button their shirts, tie their shoes. They need help going to the restroom. They need help eating, all of that. They're just really severe. Doctors don't really know what causes it. A lot of people think it's related to, dietary things or vaccinations or whatever. Nothing has been proven. We don't know for sure. But we do know it's mainly genetic, that if you have if a person in your family has autism, there's a very high chance that, one of your kids might possibly get it as well.
I do think there's a strong genetic.
I think there's a very strong genetic bond. My brother is, if autism goes from 1 being manageable to 10 being severe, he's probably, I don't want to judge, but I'm going to say he's probably about a 7 to an 8. It's
Kevin is nonverbal and
right.
Yeah, he requires care. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for you to get in the shot.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Just go ahead. You're doing good.
No, but I would. We don't know what all.
No, it's fine.
We don't know the extent of where Nate is yet. I mean, he's still growing and surprising us daily on stuff he learns and says and is able to do. But so that's yet to be determined. But bottom line is they need special attention. They learn differently. Mm-hmm. And in most instances, even kids that are severely autistic, they're extremely smart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they see and sense things, especially sound and sensory on a very heightened level. Like my brother has his fingers in his ears almost constantly because sounds are louder to him than the average person. And he loves music. And also autistic kids tend to have a very strong memory. They can remember things way better because they're more visual and sound driven than process thought driven. And so they tend to remember things. But again, if you know someone that has autism, they say on average 1 in 10 kids has a form of it. So it's very important.
And it's a huge spectrum.
Yeah, it's a huge spectrum.
My biggest thing is like no 2 autistic kids are the same. No. They all have different challenges.
Work with what works for your child or for that person. Yeah.
Nate was around 3 when we fully diagnosed that he had autism. We kind of had some signs earlier.
Yeah, we saw some signs at
but it's hard when they're that young. There wasn't any humongous red flags, and it's hard when they're that young to know, like, are they just...
And again, because of Kevin, you didn't want to just label him. You wanted to make sure that it processed and that you could get it.
And it's hard to know, like, is he just a little boy who doesn't want to talk, you know, or was there something more going on? So he was around 3 when he was actually diagnosed.
So there you go. Christy asks, is the rent expensive where you are?
It's not. I mean, I feel like all rent is expensive, like more expensive than a house payment for sure. Like this, even this small apartment is actually about the same as what we paid for our house in Texas a month. But this is actually the rent is cheaper at this apartment than pretty much anywhere else we can find. And it was just like a God thing that they had an availability, and we didn't know when we were moving here, like the school situations and all of that. We just had to find a place to live, and like it totally worked out with the school and everything. It was just totally a God thing. So I wouldn't say it was cheap by any means, but it's affordable for the area. I will say for the area.
Have you guys ever watched Clayton Jennings? I highly suggest his videos.
I have not.
I'll have to look him up.
Does that have to do with autism?
Maybe. I think Nate will do amazing things as an adult. I can't wait to watch him grow up.
Thanks, Katie. I think so too, for sure. He is that sweet.
How do you keep Lucy feeling loved at the same time knowing Nate needs all that extra attention?
I feel like this was a big deal for David because he grew up with a brother who was, special needs and needed a lot of attention. Lucy has a very outgoing personality where she gets her attention.
And it also helps that she's a girl. That's a big. Yeah. She's going to get different attention as it is.
Yeah, so. I mean, I try my best. Like, there's no perfect answer because, Nate does require a lot of attention when we, just because of his special needs. But I try to give Lucy special attention too. And she's such a sweet sister, and she really cares about Nate and helps me out a ton with him.
Yes.
And
she's very protective of him.
Super protective of Nate. Like, she will make sure he is taken care of. Like, she loves him. So I don't think there's like a jealousy thing at all with her.
Not at all. Okay, let's see.
What is your favorite place to go shopping for groceries?
H-E-B. Which if you're not from Texas, you have no idea.
It changes with the sales for you.
For me, I love Aldi, and right now I'm loving Kroger because I'm getting all of their sales. They have like this digital coupon system on their website where you can load coupons directly onto your card. And so it's just, I don't do coupons, but those are easy because you just click them and then they go to your card. So I'm loving Kroger right now, but I still love Aldi. I miss H-E-B. I did like H-E-B a lot.
Allison says New Jersey, where I live, says to have the highest rate of autism. I really believe it may. She says, I really believe it could be environmental factors.
Yeah.
It very well could be.
I think it's probably a combination.
I think it's a mixture of a lot of things. Yeah, it really is. Please do a video about your faith and on disability. I myself am legally blind, and I have a big interest in this. And I'm also thank you for being open about your journey with Nate.
Well, thank you so much.
Jen, are you a stay-at-home mom, or what do you do outside of the house?
I'm not a stay-at-home mom.
She could write a book on this.
I'm actually a nurse, but I've worked for a company doing clinical research for oncology or cancer patients for 5 years now. And I recently promoted to a director. So I actually, unfortunately, don't have direct patient care anymore, but I travel. I live in San Antonio, but I travel frequently to Houston and Dallas. I am responsible for several sites in the Houston area and then also in San Antonio. So I wish, but yes, that's why things are really kind of chaotic in our house. It's just important to do what we can to minimize that.
Yes, it's like spending the quality time versus like quantity, And
it also helps, I'm not going to lie, having older children. No, they're not left to be completely responsible for the younger ones, but it does help having older girls that can help out.
Yes, that's awesome.
Jen, this one's for you. Are your kids with your husband, and should we all say a prayer for him while you're there?
They are with my husband. He's been very sweet in keeping them this whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm sure they're all dying for me to get home tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm. We're tired of sandwiches.
He's pretty much surrounded by estrogen.
Yes. Yeah, y'all should pray for him. Yeah. 2
are teenagers already. Let me just leave it at that. 2 teenage girls. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, we should pray for him like right now.
Jess, I think this question comes to you, and that is, I guess because of what we said about Nate and Lucy, do you think you would ever adopt?
I don't know. I do have several cousins, actually 2 cousins in my family that were adopted. I think adoption is awesome. If the opportunity ever presented itself, I definitely would be open to that. Of course, with Nate's special needs and all the things, I would want to make sure that he, of course, was first priority and that everything he was taking care of it before we would choose to seek out another child. But yeah, I love adoption. I think it's awesome.
From Courtney, favorite diaper brand, baby wipe brand, and baby wash brand.
I love Baby Magic for the baby wash.
Hamper swaddlers on the diapers.
Yeah, especially when they're little.
Well, I think that they've
gone up. Yeah,
my kids, they stopped at size like 2 or 3.
I love those, especially when they're little.
Yes.
And then when Nate, he was allergic to several different kinds. And actually, we found that the Target brand that was like so cheap, he did great in those. For Lucy, the Target brand, I think it was Target, broke her out. It's like so hard. Like every baby's different, you know. And I believe I did mostly Huggies with her, and I liked the Huggies wipes too.
See, I couldn't do Huggies diapers with any of mine. They leaked. I don't know why. And
Nate,
I think wipes I usually went with Pampers too.
Honestly,
wipes I wasn't as much. It was like store brand, whatever.
Yeah, I never was. And I feel like the wipes have gotten a lot better. Like even the Walmart brand wipes, I really like them now. And the Kroger brand, yeah, I'm not as picky, but we still buy wipes. So.
When you went to Starbucks, did you get her hot or cold pumpkin latte?
Hot.
She said she doesn't like hot drinks unless it's hot.
I like the ice ones
too,
good too. Yeah, I like the ice ones too, especially when it's hot outside. But yeah, we got I've had this sore throat in the hot ones. It felt so good.
Oh, Kim, you're a cancer survivor.
Oh, that's awesome.
Very happy for you.
That's awesome.
Great club to be in.
That's right.
Do you have a Dunkin' Donuts down there? Their coffee is great, and I love Mickey D's coffee too.
We do have a Dunkin' Donuts. I have not been, I don't know. I don't think I've gotten the right thing there. Because every time I get the iced coffee, which is what I like or try to get there, I guess, it's just they don't ever, maybe I don't tell them like the right amount, but it's never like mixed right or something. I don't know. I just haven't found the right thing at Dunkin' Donuts. McDonald's is okay, but we're suckers. I like Starbucks' like lattes and stuff.
I drink McDonald's on the coffee.
Like just straight up black coffee. I'm fine with that. And I like their iced coffee. I like McDonald's. Sugar-free iced coffee is good.
There's one in front of you right there, baby.
Would you ever consider to be a foster parent? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know that I could handle being a foster parent and having the possibility of the kids leaving if you become really attached to them. But I do watch a few people on YouTube that are foster parents, especially my favorite one right now is the wife style. She's like 22 or something. She's super young, but she's a foster parent and she has really great videos on being a foster parent and like all the process and stuff. And if anyone's interested, I think her channel would be a good one to check out because she is awesome.
I think it would be hard.
Yeah. And she talks about that, like everybody's telling her like not to become attached and stuff. And she's like, I'm going to be attached. Like there's no way not to be, but
how do you show love to the kids without
you having
some level of attachment?
That's what she says.
Makes me think about This Is Us.
That's what she says. So she's like, you're going to be attached and these kids need you to be attached. It's going to suck when they leave. But would you ever consider doing Weight Watchers again? Yes and no. I'm not saying never I would consider doing Weight Watchers again. And we need to do, I'm going to do a whole other video on like our weight situation in the summer. And the thing I didn't like about Weight Watchers is I just became so focused on points and kind of the same thing with counting calories, like everything.
You don't enjoy food anymore.
And I wasn't really listening to my body like, oh, I have 3 points left. Like I need to eat them. It became more about that than,
Right.
But I think Weight Watchers is great. A lot of people have lost a lot of weight. Mentally, for me, though, it became like the struggle with the point system. So I don't know that I will just be doing that right now, but who knows? I may do it in the future.
Kenneth asks, give us a few songs that are on your music playlist.
I really like The Greatest Showman right now. All the music from that movie. Of course, worship songs all the time. Elevation. Who else do we listen to?
Elevation.
Gateway.
A little bit of Bethany.
Bethel.
But we go old school. I love
Carrie Joe.
I love the 80s music. I love Journey. I love a little bit of I don't listen to a whole lot of stuff though. It really depends on the mood. I've got a playlist. We both love country music, so that's.
I wouldn't say
but I don't listen,
like Carrie Underwood.
Yeah. I put Spotify on in my office and in my car, so a lot of times it just rotates through.
I don't listen to music that much. I listen to more like podcasts.
Yeah, we both like podcasts too.
Do you want anything, or is that?
Go ahead, Jen.
You're like, I don't know.
My playlist, that's not really very impressive. Mine has, let's see, Pentatonic's Christmas.
I love Pentatonics.
Yeah, Pentatonics.
And then I have a couple of albums that I put on my phone because last year for my daughter's 16th, I was doing a slideshow. So I have like Shawn Mendes.
Yeah.
Not because I want to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
No, mostly, honestly, I listen to the radio and I listen to the Christian station that's in our town. So,
yeah. Christy, you said you like the McDonald's sugar-free French vanilla. That's what I get too. But she says she gets it with double syrup. I like the McDonald's sugar-free French vanilla iced coffee. It's really good. Do you see yourselves buying a house anytime soon? We kind of answer that. Not anytime soon. I would hopefully say the next year or two. What's your favorite thing to do with Nate and Lucy? Coloring, going to the park. They like going to the park. They like going to the library. Chick-fil-A and playing on the playground.
Lucy loves to play with her toys. Nate loves to play games, roll on the floor, wrestle, all that good stuff.
Yeah, swimming is like number one for Nate.
Swimming is Nate's happy place.
Yeah,
he loves to swim.
Loves the pool. But
if we can ever afford it at our house,
Australia.
That's awesome.
Hi, Susie.
When we get a house someday, if we can ever afford it, I'm making an indoor pool for him.
Indoor? Oh, Lord.
I'm like indoor.
If we could build like a greenhouse and put an indoor pool in it for him, that would be heaven for him. I would do that for him. I think that'd be great.
Do either of you like 80s music?
Yes, I say that.
Do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. I like it too.
I love 80s music. Best decade ever. Produced all of us.
Is the neighbor downstairs still being mean? We answered the neighbor downstairs question. Yes, we're still banging. I would say it's lessened a tad, but
what? You don't know Chick-fil-A? You don't have a Chick-fil-A?
You don't have a Chick-fil-A?
You need to move today.
Katie is my girl. Katie, if I could like send you Chick-fil-A, I would, but it would not be good.
Day, Katie.
She's the sweetest too. I am so sorry, Katie. It is heaven, like heaven.
We could send it frozen in a box, but it's not.
I would send you some, like seriously, but it would not be good.
You can't.
Well, I can't say anything. I'm originally from up near Chicago, and all my favorite foods are up there. So
it's so good. Like I don't even know how to describe it to you. It's just the best. Chick-fil-A is the best.
I think we can end on this one. What do you guys love the most about your husbands?
Oh, that's what you want to end on.
Of course.
Oh, gosh.
What I love most about my husband.
I'll go first. Okay. I love how supportive David is of me. Like, he seriously pushes me to just, like, go for it, even when I'm a little bit nervous about it. He always, like with this whole like YouTube thing, he never once was like, really? Like that. Like he was like, no, you need to. Like that's how he is with everything. Like, oh yeah, great, do it. You know, he's so supportive and encouraging.
I think I annoy you about it actually.
He's like, do it. You need to like do it. But
how about this idea? How about that idea?
Because I will sit and think about it and think of all the reasons why not to. And he's like, no, you need like go like do it. Like you can do it. And I need that like a lot. So that's one of the many things.
I think one of the things I love most about my husband, he's a very good dad. And we have been through, that's just a whole nother story, but we have been through a lot in our 17 years of marriage. And yet here we are still.
You're still there. Still hanging on. Still going strong. Yes. That's the best.
I think we can end with this last one. Because y'all answer those quickly.
The closest Chick-fil-A is 3 hours away.
Make the trip. Make the
worth
trip.
The trip, but yeah.
Work it in.
Weekend.
Work it in. Work it in.
Trip.
Road trip.
Work it in. Last question I'll take is from Christy. Jess, have you ever considered doing a meet and greet somewhere where all of your viewers can meet you?
I would if like there like I don't feel like there's like a central, especially close to me, where there's a lot of people that live there, you know?
If only 90% of y'all lived in Atlanta.
I know. If y'all all live together, that would be super fun. Even if I could just meet a couple of you. I've only met one person that just recognized me from a video, and that was we were at Fine Arts. And she just came up to me because she recognized me, which was so weird, like the weirdest, but also like the coolest. So I don't know. I would love to, but I just don't know how it would ever work out. But if anyone, I say this all the time, if you ever see me like out, like come and talk to me because I would love to meet you and say hi. Yes, Sophia, that's so true. I'm so happy for you. Comparison is the thief of joy. Do not compare yourself to others. I love it.
People are saying come to Nevada.
Nevada. Yeah, that would be fun, Kim. I love to travel though, so you never know. Is there anything else that we haven't answered?
That's all.
We are going to have to sign off in just a second because Jennifer's leaving tomorrow and we have videos we have to film for y'all and it's getting late. And you guys, I know you're going to want to see those. So if there's anything else, we'll answer it. But Katie said she would travel to see us. Oh, you are the best, Katie. She is the absolute best. That would be so fun. We need to I don't know, go on a cruise together or something. That'd be so fun.
That would be fun.
That'd be fun.
Everybody book the same cruise.
We could vlog it.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be awesome.
Oh, that's so sweet. Y'all are saying you would travel to come see us. You're so sweet. Okay.
San Antonio is a beautiful city.
I was going to say, Jen is in San Antonio, so if we're going to travel, we could just go there. Nevada.
I said Nevada.
Nevada.
You said
She's
Nevada.
saying Nevada, or she's saying Nevada.
Not the way.
Cruise 2019.
Not where I grew up.
Oh, she's teasing. Thank you so much. The kids are fast asleep, just the way that we like it this time of night. So
that's
tomorrow.
Oh, I'm in.
That would be awesome.
Happy anniversary, honey. We're taking all the subscribers on a cruise.
How fun would that be?
That would be awesome.
It's like a big party.
Thank you, Christy. I was very happy to be able to join this time.
It's so fun. Like talking to you guys on the camera is fun, but it's still like you're not talking. You're talking to a camera.
Yeah.
But here, where we can interact with you, it's so fun.
Right.
Nevada. How is it only the people in Nevada say Nevada?
I think so.
All of everybody else says Nevada. Okay.
So apparently you're having a cruise.
We're having a cruise. So all of you just come on. Start saving your pennies now because we're going to do a cruise.
Who's volunteering to plan that cruise?
Who's going to tell the cruise liner we need to book a room every night?
Okay, we need to just have a whole ship of y'all.
Yeah,
just
there
a
you
whole
go.
ship.
There you go.
That would be so fun. Okay. All right.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us.
You're all in our prayers. We love you.
We love you guys. We're going to sign off so we can film for y'all before Jen has to leave because we got to squeeze them all in.
All right.
We will see you all soon.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Bye. Bye, guys.